Hi, welcome to another episode of My Days with Kit. As you can see, Kit's grown a lot and we've learned a lot of new things since our last shoot. And we've learned round penning, lunging for respect stage 2, several different ways to back her up, and some other stuff. So I'd like to show you. The first thing I'm going to do with Kit is I'm going to round pen her. And this is my way of moving her feet so she has a great respect for me. Because if you watch horses out in the pasture, the dominant horse is always the one that can move the other horse's feet. So I want to make sure that she respects me, and that way neither of us will get hurt. So what I'm doing is I'm driving her around the round pen and asking her to move her feet. I'm going to ask her to move them forwards, backwards, left, right, make sure that, and here she has sort of a get lost, I don't want to do anything attitude. So I'm going to go ahead and ask her to speed up and make sure that that gets lost. I'm going to ask her to change directions. Get her feet moving, get her warmed up. Gonna change directions. Now you'll notice she might start looking in, because in a second, when she's good and gotten her feet moving, I'm gonna ask her to come in. Now there she's like, I don't want to move, so I'm going to say, I'll give you something to complain about. And I'm gonna ask her to come in. And this is her resting place. And the reason that I'll march back her up is because this tends to get her feet moving more and get more of that yes ma'am attitude, which is what I'm looking for. Okay. I'm gonna ask her to walk, trot, and back up, keeping the same spacing away from me. Whoa. I'm gonna back. I want her to keep that same spacing away from me. She's kind of backing crooked, might slap that shoulder. I'm gonna ask her to trot, trot, stop, whoa, back. Keeping the same personal hula hoop space away from me as a sign of respect. Because unfortunately, the taller Kit grows, the heavier my new saddle gets. And the more Kit moves around. Okay, Lane, heads up, I'm gonna move her over. So she's gotten used to some more weight on her back, which is good because I think this saddle might be the saddle I take my first ride on her in. So I want her really, really used to this weight, and I feel that's very important to get her used to this. Now, if she has any bucks or wild antics, kicking out, rearing, anything like that that she wants to do with the saddle on, I'm going to have her do several months before I get on her back. Because I feel it's very important to have the first ride to be successful, because if by chance she can buck me off in the first ride, then from the beginning she knows that if she pitches hard enough, she might be able to get me off her back. And I do not want her to ever learn that. My future plans for Kit, now that the project has ended, are to start her under saddle, make sure that I can ride her really good under saddle. Then I'll probably send her to get professionally trained to cut. I want to make sure that she can be all around, because all my horses, believe me, they do everything. If I feel like jumping or writing English, they get to do that. If I feel like rounding up cattle or whatever, I'm not sure that there's a discipline I most want Kit to be in. I think that I want her just to be a very good all-around ranch horse, and when she's 3 and old enough, I'd like to probably participate in the Ranching Heritage Challenge that she's eligible for. I definitely want to educate myself about horses as much as I can, and I want to continue to work with them in the long run. I'm going to go to WT University and get an equine business degree, and then I'd like to train horses. Even though this is the end of the program, it's really just the beginning for Kit and me, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff, and really it never ends when you have animals. Animals never really end. Because I'm sure that in the future we'll be showing and, working and doing all kinds of things together. So it's really just the beginning. The project was definitely the best year of my life, and it taught me lots of things. And I did place 4th place in the project, and I worked really hard for it, but everyone did. And the good thing was they were all winners, because we all had our horses, we all had the people we'd met and the things we'd learned, and those things just don't go away. That alone makes you a winner. So it was a really good project, and it was definitely the best time I've ever had.